Well, it's a tradition about 3 decades old now, and it all began with one family who put up Christmas lights around their home and their barns. Andrew McCray takes us back to Lamar to see the Christmas magic this weekend.
Rob Scheitler lives outside of Le Mars, Iowa. What is a holiday attraction today has its roots from his days as a kid here on the farm.
I started hanging Christmas lights when I was a kid on our family farm just down the road, and it grew from there. And pretty soon my dad got into it, and we had lights on all the farm buildings, the fence lines, tractors, wagons.
In 1995, he moved into a new home on the farm and brought those Christmas lights with him. It marked the beginning of what is today called Christmas Acres. Rob was just putting up lots of lights around his house, on the trees and buildings for fun. But as years passed, he acquired more lights. The display grew, and so did the number of people driving down the gravel road to see it.
We estimate this year we have 300,000 lights or more. I'm covering all the trees, the bushes, the fences.
He used to begin putting up lights each season on Labor Day weekend. Today there is so much to do. He began this year on August 11th. They always open the weekend before Thanksgiving. Rob lives in the country, but that doesn't mean people have a hard time finding his place. There's often a solid line of cars down the gravel road for several hours on the weekends. For several years, people would simply drive by Rob's place to see the lights. But he always wanted people to experience the display up close.
Probably 8 years ago, the idea of putting in walking paths came to be.
So people park on the opposite side of the gravel road and literally walk paths through Rob's yard. And if Rob is not outside greeting guests, he's most likely inside with his wife, working on an idea he suggested to her a few years ago.
What if we turned our garage into a bake shop? And so for the last 3 years, every Friday and Saturday night, our garage turns into the Scheitler Bake Shop. So we call it the Scheitler Bakers from Christmas Acres.
There's never been a charge to come and see the display, but people kept asking if they could help Rob in some way.
We always had people come to our front door and want to give us money, and we refused. And it got to the point where people kept coming, and so my wife Joyce said, if they're going to come to the door and want to hand us money, then we're going to do this as a charity.
In 10 years' time, they raised over $130,000 for the local Christian Needs Center in Le Mars. This Christmas, money is being raised for the Mars Community Fire Department and Wet Nose, a local pet rescue organization. There are literally thousands of people walking through Rob's front yard from around Thanksgiving to New Year's Eve. One has to wonder if there's ever a time when he perhaps wants a silent night, so to speak, to peacefully and quietly enjoy Christmas.
Oh, I think it's great. If that was my way, we'd do this year-round if I could.
This truly is a magical place in the middle of the farm fields of northwest Iowa. People come here to enjoy the Christmas lights and walk these paths each Christmas, and in turn help raise money for local causes. Traveling the countryside in Le Mars, Iowa, I'm Andrew McCray.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, when we come back, it wouldn't be Christmas without Santa's trusty reindeer. We're off to a reindeer farm next.